Hello, my name is Bas van Buijtenen. I'm the CEO of LTS, and I would like to share with you a couple of thoughts on the developments of LTS in 2023 and perhaps look ahead a little on what is ahead of us in 2024. Let's start with 2023. 2023 was a good year for LTS. We broke output records in our two main regions, Europe as well as North America. In North America, that was certainly helped by the further consolidation of the acquisitions that we did in the previous years, but even without that, we would have broken our records. With that, our position in North America is now stronger than ever. Having an organization that has access to the full network of the LTS competencies, but that doesn't depend on that because it has everything it needs to serve our customers in North America with everything that we can offer in terms of innovation and in terms of our competencies. That is, of course, our perspective. It's always interesting to see whether that is validated and appreciated by the market in the same kind of way. I take it as a very good sign that our pipeline of new opportunities is stronger than it ever has been before. More customers are bringing their innovations to us to turn them into reality. And I take that as a good sign of validation of our ambitions that we have for the North American market. In our core technologies, we continue to innovate. We're bringing multiple ideas for innovation in the field of smoking cessation to our customers. And we bring new opportunities in the field of pain and depression with things like the oral thin film for ketamine. Beyond our core technologies, we progressed a lot in our breakthrough technologies. Let me talk about our microarray program first. In microarrays, we delivered a proof of principle study in 2022. And our job last year was to take those results and to work with customers to see how can we use that as a foundation to bring more therapies, to bring more molecules into this format. We've made a lot of progress with that, and not all of that is published, but I'd like to reiterate here the two grants that were awarded to LTS by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for work in the field of microarrays. We are honored, we are privileged that the foundation has selected us to work on these programs for mRNA, as well as for contraception patches. And there again, we're laying the foundation for growth to come in the coming years. Last but not least, 2023 was the year that LTS entered the field of biologics. With the acquisition of the Sorel platform from Ethan, we entered a completely new field, and it allowed us to bring our ambition of bringing easy drug administration to new patient populations to reality. For a long time, we've been longing to fulfill our mission of we care, we create, we deliver, also for people who rely on therapies that require larger molecules, larger doses. And with this new technology, we are now able to do exactly that. With that, our portfolio has been changing. We now have a great portfolio ranging from topical patches when we need local effect for small molecules, into our biggest formats, the transdermal patches and the oral thin films. Transdermal patches, if you need more sustained release kind of administration, oral thin films, if you're looking for rapid onset. But again, constricted to relatively small molecules. If you want to go to larger molecules, we have the microarray program, the microarray technology that will allow you to do that for therapeutics indications, but especially also for immunization because it has such a great effect in the world of vaccines. And then for the largest molecules, we now have the wearable devices. All of those delivery formats have one thing in common. The patient simply puts the drug in the right place and the rest takes care of itself. With that, our portfolio is changing. With that, also the identity of LTS is changing. Over the last few years, we asked you to think about LTS as the market leader in transdermal. And we certainly encourage you to continue to think of LTS in that way. If you ever have a challenge in that field, if you ever need support on any drug that you have, we hope that we will continue to be your first point of call and the people that you immediately call to. But we are much bigger than that right now. We are moving beyond that, and we're moving beyond that based on two core competencies. On the one hand, we are a specialist CDMO. We have the capability to formulate complex drugs. We have the capability to produce those in the millions, but also in smaller quantities for commercial supply, for clinical supply, reliably, consistently. Secondly, we are a drug delivery innovator. LTS will continue to invest in the programs that we have developed. We will continue to bring new ideas to you, new ways to fulfill unmet needs that our B2B customers might have, or specifically unmet needs that their patients might face. And so with that, we continue to change, not just in our portfolio, but also in our identity. In order to support that, of course, our organization also needs to evolve. In our core business, we now have two strong business units, one for EMEA, one for North America, that are able to serve their customers intensively and very closely in the markets, immediately in proximity of those customers. And we now have an additional division with Device Technologies business that has the right mix of autonomy and support from the group in order to be able to scale up and serve its customers to the best. So with that, I think we managed to do a lot in 2023, and you might say there's quite a bit to be proud of during that year. Well, actually, if I think about what are the things that made me proud 2023, the first things I think about might not even be these business achievements. Let me share with you two examples of where the LTS community came together in an exceptional kind of way. The first one relates to the work that we do with charities in the communities in which we operate. In some of our sites, we have a long tradition that the LTS organization works with local charities over a longer period of time in order to allow them to serve people in need with various kinds of things. Last year, we decided that we wanted to extend that concept and make sure that we're able to do that with all of the communities in which we operate. So in the sites where we didn't do that yet, we invited our employees to come forward and nominate charities of their choice, and they did so in abundance. We then invited the employees to go ahead and select these, and they were invited to vote on which ones would have their preference. At the end of that, we came up with multiple partnerships. For example, we now have a partnership with a children's hospice in Germany, and we're working very closely with an organization that is supporting victims of floods that happened in that region and that are still in the process of rebuilding their life. We support those organizations financially, but much more importantly, LTS employees, LTS colleagues are supporting those organizations as volunteers. And it is in those moments when I see my colleagues engaging that I feel particularly proud of this organization. I had similar feelings in the last quarter of last year when our team in Israel was faced with some horrible challenges that all of you will have seen and read about in various media. That was heartbreaking to see. At the same time, it was heartwarming to see how that team, first of all, came together and made sure that they all looked after each other. And then to see an outpour of sympathy, an outpour of solidarity across the whole LTS network towards those colleagues facing these challenges. With that, it is clear that the LTS community is a very strong community, and we invite you to be a part of that. With that, I come to the end of this little video. It is clear that LTS is ready for 2024. We're ready to lock hands. We're ready to work hard, shoulder by shoulder, in order to serve our customers. And with that, I would like to close by wishing you all the best for 2024, wishing you the best of health wishing you lots of prosperity and hoping that all of your dreams will come true. And if there's anything that LTS can do to help you make your dreams come true, do not hesitate to call us. Thank you.